Alright, let's dive into this Dolphins camp update, but I'm not just here to read off stats or player movements. I'm here to break it down, analyze it, and give you my take on what's really going on. Because, let's be honest, training camp updates can feel like a laundry list of names and plays if you don't dig deeper. So, let's start with the hook. Why does a stadium practice matter? Personally, I think it's more than just a change of scenery. It's a psychological test. You've got fans in the stands, the energy shifts, and suddenly, it's not just about representatives, it's about performing under a different kind of pressure. And that's where the real insights come in. Now, the Dolphins took to Hard Rock Stadium for a padded practice, and coach Jeff Hafley said it would bring more juice. But here's the thing, juice can be a double-edged sword. Yeah, it's closer to game conditions, but it also exposes who's ready for the spotlight and who's not. Take Jacob Rodriguez, for example. He got a hand on a Malik Willis throw, and was all over a read option run. What makes this really interesting is that Rodriguez isn't a household name yet, but plays like these suggest he's someone to watch. In my opinion, he's showing the kind of versatility and awareness that could earn him more snaps. It's not just about making the play, it's about understanding the situation, and that's a skill that doesn't always show up in drills. On the flip side, let's talk about Jonah Savaiinaea. The young guard had a strong showing in one-on-ones, holding up against Kenneth Grant and Matthew Butler. From my perspective, this is huge. The offensive line is often the unsung hero of any team, and Savaiinaea's performance here isn't just about winning representatives, it's about consistency. What many people don't realize is that transitioning back to the right side isn't easy, but he's making it look seamless. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a turning point for him. A detail I find fascinating is how he's handling the mental aspect of the switch. It's not just physical, it's about confidence, and he's showing plenty of it. Now, let's shift gears to the red zone drills. The offense was trying to run the clock out, but the defense stopped the first 2 runs. Jordan Brooks beating Patrick Paul for a tackle for loss. That's a statement play. What this really suggests is that the defense is ahead of the offense in this phase, which isn't uncommon early in camp. But here's where it gets interesting. Malik Willis scrambled for a touchdown later on. Personally, I think Willis is a player who thrives under pressure, and that play shows why. He's not just a pocket passer, he's a playmaker. The question is, can he do it consistently? Because right now, he's still a bit of a wild card. One thing that immediately stands out is the performance of the rookie Caleb Douglas. Willis found him twice in quick succession, and Douglas is showing a versatile route tree. What makes this really interesting is that rookies often struggle to stand out in camp, but Douglas is making his presence known. In my opinion, this could be a sleeper story of the season. If he keeps this up, he's not just a camp standout, he's a potential contributor on Sundays. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Camp is one thing, games are another. Now, let's talk about the stock down, Alex Austin. The veteran cornerback got beat deep by Terrace Marshall Jr., and that's not a great look. What many people don't realize is that the cornerback room is already crowded at the top, and Austin needs to prove he belongs there. This play doesn't help his case. From my perspective, it's not just about getting beat, it's about the timing. Camp is the time to make your case, and this was a missed opportunity. If you take a step back and think about it, one bad play doesn't define a player, but it does raise questions about consistency. Finally, let's zoom out. What does all this mean for the Dolphins? Personally, I think this camp is revealing more about the team's depth than its starters. Guys like Rodriguez and Savaiinaea are showing they are ready to step up, while others like Austin are facing challenges. What this really suggests is that the competition is fierce, and that's exactly what you want in camp. It's not just about who's on the roster, it's about who's earning their spot every day. And that, my friends, is what makes this camp so fascinating. So, here's my closing thought. Training camp isn't just about plays and stats, it's about stories. Who's rising to the occasion? Who's facing adversity? And what does it all mean for the season ahead? That's the real question. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Catch you in the next one.